Welcome, 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 my wonderful Leos, these lions. You lions are wonderful. Oh man, thank you for your comments. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the support. We go through so much of this upheaval, this type of, some people get offended when I say game, but to me, life is a game. And not a game intentional where you're playing to tease people or hurt people. A game in the mythology of looking to find your way through the obstacles, through the storms, through the delays, the detours, the road blockage. It's just so much. You have to be able to be flexible in life in order to get through. You can't just be one way all the time, and this is the only way, and nothing is going to work if it's not done this way. You have to see life beyond what's going on right now. It's so many ups and downs. We're going to go into a little bit into the moonology because the moon tells us so much. We're going to go into the soul connections to find out what oracle love is coming to us, and just looking for a word that represents us for us to be able to differentiate all that this world has to offer us, just to get an idea, just to get an idea, basic idea. These are our soulful connections, our moon connections, just trying to figure things out. Spirits talk to us for Leo. Give them a little insight as to what's to come, what process they got to go through, what answers we have for their questions. Utilize me as a tool to share the message with them. Help them to uncover their truth, for them to have something to chew on, to think about. Because not all of us think the same way. We all have different journeys, different routes to take, different detours, and it's for us to be able to look beyond and see where we're going, where we are, where we came from. Spirits talk to us. Okay. Push. Oops, sorry. And then here we go. All right. This is for Leo. This is part of you in Pisces. Talk less, feel more. Talk less, feel more. What does that mean to you? It means that you might be blocking out what people are saying because you only hear your own voice. So talk less so you could feel more of where people are coming from. A Leo could be tough and sometimes drown out other people. So what they're saying is they want you to basically pay attention to what's being said around you. Think of you as the lion in the jungle, which I always make reference to, and the different animals that are speaking in your background. Do you ever pay attention to what they're saying, or do you even care? So they're just saying, when, and a lion doesn't talk all the time. He lets other people talk and he pays attention to what they have to say, because his presence alone speaks in volumes. So it's you trying to figure out what is being said on your own behalf. What are they saying? What do you hear? And a true leader hears as well as directs and leads. But you listen to what people have to say to you, so you know if trouble is coming, you know if there's any other animals in the jungle, you want to hear what's going on. So that helps a whole lot for you to pay attention to what people are saying. I think that's crucial, as well as push through any insecurity. So a lot of times people think you know everything, you have all the answers, blah, 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 blah. But you know what? Leos are human beings too. And life will throw you so much that you have to decipher and figure out which direction to go, how to get there. So any fears that you have, think of it. I always make reference to the lion because the lion is tough and he doesn't want his enemies to know his weaknesses. So he keeps that tough posture to hold up so that image is always there of someone who's got it together. But in the vulnerable moments, of course, just like any human being, there's doubt, there's insecurity, there's worry, there's concern. And to be able to still present yourself in a strong manner and still have the weaknesses inside of you takes a lot. So they're saying in the first quarter moon, which is part of Cancer, push through any insecurities that you may have because you still have to present yourself in a way to be a leader, an authority, a powerhouse in the jungle. Okay? Speak your world into being. What it is that you're seeking, you can't leave it for chance. You have to be able to uncover and unveil your truth for your growth. This is a process. This is a process. Every level has a process. It's like a quiz. You got to pass through this quiz to get to the next level. So while you're sitting there relishing in that level, soon you got to climb again because your destination is beyond. So you keep going. And Leo is strong. You got people counting on you. You have to, even if you're on the job and you get a promotion, you have people following and listening to you. You are always placed in that type of realm, that type of position of authority. And you have to live up to it. A lion cannot be weak, Leo, even if you feel vulnerable inside. That's why you take time to get to know who you are. Manifest, manifest, manifest. This is your lesson for manifestation. Release control. That's your first quarter moon in Taurus. So you release control. You could be in the jungle just playing playfully, just enjoying your life, enjoying self, doing things that are fun to you. Sometimes you got to let go of the command position, even though you have to uphold it. There has to be a place and a time where you could let loose and just be yourself. Not anybody's boss, not anybody's mother, not anybody's wife, just you. Just the lion in you talking to you. I tell people this all the time. That's why I'm a strong believer in manifestation, because if you can believe it, you could achieve it. If you see yourself there, seriously, you see yourself there. Let me tell you, I was on a job and I knew one of the managers was leaving. And I've been working the job and there are people that had seniority over me. But I kept envisioning myself in that cute little office, fixing it the way that I like, and being able to work privately and get the work done in my own private space without being co-joined by other people in a cubicle. I had to be in that office. That person, let's say that person left in February. By May, I was the manager in that same office that I wanted. I already had stuff picked out to hang on the wall. Now, I know my skills allowed me to seek out and obtain that position, but I'd want to think that manifesting on it as well is what helped me to get there. And that's how it is with you. Leo, you can foresee yourself certain places. So when you do arrive and you're able to obtain it, it's not really a big surprise to you. Of course, you're a little overwhelmed because of the fact you manifested on it and it came true. But somehow deep down inside, you knew you were going to be there anyway. And that's what true manifestation is about. You seriously, sincerely placed yourself in that position, in that role, doing that job, with that man, whatever it is, and you manifested on it, and the actions that you placed behind that manifestation made it materialize into reality. That's all it is. So let's see what our message card is, because this is true. You got to talk less, feel more, push through any insecurities, Speak your world into being and release control. Plus, take a divinely guided chance. So, all positive and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar, but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. This is a card that I say Leo gets a lot, because when you're seeking divine change and you wanting to place your dreams into existence, you not only have to manifest on it and dream on it and envision yourself being there. They're telling you to embrace this change that is coming to you. It's something because you have grown beyond where you are. Leo, we keep talking about this over and over, and I'll say it till it's like beating like a dead horse. You know what I mean? It's, you can't stay in status quo. You hate it. You like for change and opportunities to come on to you on a regular basis. You'll always dibble and dabble. You'll find and master a skill because you're really good at a lot of things. You're queen or king of the jungle. So you master what you're put in charge of. So if this realm or this half of the office is yours, you're going to run it accordingly. You're not going to wait for somebody else to step in. You're a leader and you lead. You can't help it. It's part of who you are. So we know that divine control is something that speaks to you. One more card. Intense. The intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. So, just like I say, make reference constantly to the jungle. It could be intense at times. There could be danger lurking. But there's people standing behind you, looking for you and recognizing you as power, authority, and protection. So the Leo represents the strength in the jungle. So no matter how much chaos is going on the outside, you're the sense of stability, of reality, of protection, of love, of the one who will seek out answers and find them. All around your environment represents the power that you have. And it could be an overwhelming place to be, because sometimes you just want to let loose, because it shows here release control. But a lot of times you're scared to release control because nobody will pick up the slack. It'll be left on you. So if it's not done right, it could fall apart. And that's how you've trained yourself to believe that you are definitely needed. And it may be true, but you still need a break like anybody else. Because you're afraid to put the torch down at times, because you're afraid that people will walk all over you and you'll be vulnerable and just crushed and crying and, needing to practice breathing and the anxiety. But you've been doing it for so long, you just continue to do it. But that's why they have the word vacation. I don't care who you are, what role you have, how intense it may be. Your soul, your being, your existence needs a break. And when I talk about a break, I'm not just talking about, a cup of coffee and lay back for an hour or two. I'm talking about sometimes you need to get away where you have no distractions whatsoever. And if you follow through on your manifestations, every week a minimum, just a bare minimum of 30 minutes, you spend with yourself. And this is where my voice is going to come in, because a lot of you are so busy struggling, running, trying to grasp hold of what you want in life, that you don't stop to take care of you. You just don't. Some people find it offensive to be taking a vacation when there's so much work to be done. Do know that the work will always be there, but you won't, especially if you're not taking care of yourself. Any job can replace you in the morning as far as they're concerned. You'll be missed. You'll be talked about. You might even have your plaque put on the wall in memory of. But I can assure you they will replace you with someone else. So I say to you, make sure that you always have self-care at the top of the list. And everything else follows. You do your best when you're there. And when you're not there and you're on vacation, you rest your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, and you take a breath. Inhale, exhale. You have to take care of you. You must take care of you. Find your sense of purpose. I know that you have, Leo, because you're always doing it and committed to it. So find your sense of being who you are, without the naysayers, without the chaos, without the noise, just in a place of peace. Have you ever just put yourself in a place of peace, Leo, where you don't have to hear the sounds of everybody? That's why I had allotted, even if it was just 30 minutes, it's better than an hour or more. But even if it's just 30 minutes that you take on a Monday or any day of the week that you choose, because you know how Leo likes to be the boss. I only say Monday because it starts the week out. But manifestation is so important. You could practice your breathing techniques. You could practice just relaxing your mind, your body, and just tuning out the noise and listening. When you take this time out, you are listening to your body. You are listening to yourself. You are listening to your feelings. You are talking things out in your mind. You're envisioning where you want to be and how you want to be there. You're envisioning the steps to take, the necessary steps to take to get to the point where you want to be, whatever it is. But if you don't take that time out for yourself, there'll be a lot of messages that you tend to miss along the way that would have made your transition a lot smoother. So, Leo, what I say to you is cool the noise of the jungle, go in a cave, talk to yourself, debate with yourself if you need to, but be able to plan your next steps with a peaceful mind where you could grow into the steps that are needed because you're envisioning yourself being there. Manifest your reality and make it real. Take from your mind, walk on your journey, think through your experiences, and build so that you can have the stability that you need, the courage that you need, the strength that you need to pursue your goals and to pursue your dreams. You have to. But you want to be rested when you get there. You don't want to be exhausted and fall out because you just couldn't stop. Take time out. That's why I tell people it's so important when you're still working to take vacation that's being offered. Don't keep letting it go from year to year. Take that time out because that's where you get to replenish your cells, your mind, your thinking. You just become whole again. You need this for yourself. There's so many people that after they retire, they only last a few years because they're exhausted. They wouldn't stop just to take a break. You know, you could vacation in your own home privately in private time until you could take the big vacation. But you need to take a time out for yourself, okay? I wish you the best. I thank you for your support. I thank you for your messages. Thank you for being part of Garnet Queen Tarot. All things are possible when you believe and you talk to your source. You listen to the spirit. You listen to everybody that's opening doors for you, that's sharing messages with you. Don't deafen your ears to the obvious. Take a time out and breathe. Pay attention to the messages that you see and that you hear. It could be something so simple, but you won't hear it if you don't listen. And the only way to listen is to take a time out. Okay? So peace and love to you. Leos, till we talk again, have a great one. Start your week off right. Peace.